Hi everyone! I have pretty major news regarding my through hike. We got to the halfway point the other day, which is brilliant, but after a lot of yo-yoing and emotions and kind of crying and stubbornness and all sorts of conversations regarding it, I think we have both decided that it's best that we stop at the halfway point this year and try and do the other half another year, rather than flip and end up coming southbound. We'd prefer to continue going northbound, but also it's taken us nearly 5 months to get halfway. I've had a lot of things thrown at me. I've been super ill, been unwell with giardia, and when I went into anaphylactic shock, that both of those episodes have taken me around about 6 to 7 weeks of time off the trail. I mean, living in hotels and hostels to recover, because obviously I don't have a home here. So yeah, it's really taken it out of me being off the trail for that long. Kind of deconditioned me. When I came from England, I came from being a PT and going to the gym regularly, running, and I mean daily, for an hour or so a day. So I was, in great shape, really enjoying it. The whole trail was like an enjoyable challenge for me, and now I'm really very much struggling from being deconditioned, but also I kind of, ever since I've had those things happen to me, I don't quite feel right. It's kind of hard to explain unless you're in my body, but I guess it's more that I'm very easy to tire. I need more zeros. I'm struggling to hike 5 to 10 miles when before I was ill I was doing 15, 18 with the odd 20, sometimes a couple of miles above 20 thrown in here and there, and I felt achy and sore, but I didn't feel the next day unwell or unusual. Now I'm kind of doing a lot less miles, and I'm waking up the next day and I'm just needing, my body just doesn't feel right. I think my immune system's been shot. My body's just wrecked from having gone through those illnesses. So, as you can tell, I'm a bit sad about it all, and I wish it hadn't happened this way, but I'm waking up now. When we came back onto the trail as well, it had come into the middle of summer, and all of a sudden it's absolutely boiling. I'm getting dehydrated a lot. I'm waking up with, I feel like I'm drinking water and it's not really doing anything. I don't know whether, I'm getting electrolyte powders and it's just not really, I don't know whether my body's just less able to cope with all of that sort of stuff at the moment. Waking up with migraines, very strong migraines with nausea and all of that kind of thing. So I think it's best if I just listen to my body and look after myself. Also, the fact it's taken 5 months, unfortunately it's because of all those things happen, but it's taken 5 months to get here, and at the pace that I'm going at, with the rest that I'm now needing and the miles that I'm able to put in, we're going to be looking at potentially like a total of 8 months. And when I first came out here, I budgeted really for 5 to 6 months. So that's a lot more time with a lot less money stretched out over that time, and it will be into winter at that point, and I don't have the equipment to hike in winter. So I'm trying to be smart, and I'm trying not to be stubborn. I was very much for a while just I'm going to do this, it doesn't matter what happens, blah blah blah. But I know what my body can handle, and I know what's just difficult, and I know when I'm not well. And at the moment I just don't feel well enough to be consecutively hiking day after day after day so intensely with such high miles. So I'm gonna call it a day halfway. Obviously very gutted because that's what I came out here to do. But I definitely do have some more advice to give to people. I don't know whether people still want to take my advice because they think, well, you haven't even hiked the whole thing. But I've got much more, like I'm going to do a few posts about the good and the bad hostels and places that I've come across, and places that I think are definitely worth staying, and places that are definitely worth avoiding. I can talk about my Z-Packs pack in comparison to my Osprey bag that I had. Still lessons that I learned from what I thought it was going to be like to what it is, and what equipment I would recommend that people bring. So I'm going to do all that sort of stuff, but try and be as helpful as I can. But yeah, I've just been kind of coming to this decision a little bit over the past week and a half, 2 weeks. Yeah, as I'm finishing at halfway, that means that I'm not going to be using up all my monetary supplies, which is, yeah, I think it's definitely a good decision. I'm not going to be blowing all my money on something that's kind of killing me a little bit at the moment, because I'm getting frustrated that I can't do what I used to be able to do, and I'm getting frustrated with how long it's maybe going to take me, and I'm starting to stress and worry. I'm just not enjoying it in the same way. So we thought we'd come off of the trail in style. So what we're doing today is we're actually flying out to Las Vegas, which I've never been there, and we're gonna hire a car for a month, and we're gonna go on a month-long road trip around Nevada, Arizona, Colorado and Utah. We're going to go to 7 national parks and lots of different places on the way. We're going to see if I'm both strong enough to try and conquer a 14er in Colorado. And we're going to do Grand Canyon hikes. I'm still going to be hiking maybe 2 or 3 days in a row, or maybe more if my body's up to it, if I can fit less miles into those days. So I'm still going to be hiking and exploring out here, and if you're interested in doing a road trip around west, it'd probably be good to follow and see how it goes. I'm excited because we've kind of plotted some places, and we've booked a couple of campsites at some of the national parks, but because we're last minute, we're going to have to enter a few walk-in lotteries and stuff, so that'll be interesting to see how it goes. In part, there's the Wave, and we're going to try and apply for a backcountry permit for the Grand Canyon on a walk-in basis as well, so we can camp down in the canyon itself. I feel like someone might tell me off for this, but anyone ever stealth camped in the Grand Canyon before? Let us know. But yeah, so we're going out in style. We need to pick me up because we're both pretty gutted about this. I feel exceptionally guilty because I feel like it's all my fault that we can't complete it this year, and I needed a boost. I've got a month left here for definite, so that's what we're gonna limit the road trip to a month. And I'm still awaiting to hear back about my visa. No word yet, but you never know. if I get denied before my original date that I meant to leave, then I still have to leave on that same date. If I get denied after that date, I have 30 days to leave, grace period, and if I don't hear anything back between that date, so that's 180 days, and 240 days, and I can stay up to 240 days, so that's another couple of months, and if they say yes, they say yes. So that's the system, that's where it goes, that's what I'm waiting to hear about. But for now, I've definitely got a month left, which is why we decided to do this road trip. So let me know what you think, guys. I've been rambling on at you for months now, so some of you I hear from a lot, and I'm almost a bit nervous to tell you all this, which is very strange. I hope people will still be interested in my other shenanigans. Don't be too hard on me. Over and out. Well, not over and out, because I'm going to be posting more, but you know, the AT updates will stop for a while, other than a few things about advice and equipment and so on. But yeah, that's going to cease for now. Okay, now I'm going to upload this. I'm super nervous, but here we go. Bye.